We are Nerd Cult Online, and this is the second video in our three-part series on the Zen Originals Pinball Pack #1 from Zen Studios and Pinball Fx. The first in this episode is Castle Storm, which is based on actually an older game from Zen Studios. Obviously, that knight you see in the center of the table takes front and center of that game as well. There is a sequel to it called Castle Storm 2, but as far as I'm aware, they never made a Castle Storm 2 themed table. Visually, the table is absolutely stunning, very much matches the graphics and overall aesthetic of the Castle Storm game and franchise.
On your signal, sire.
Love the fact that it very much looks like you're inside a dungeon-ish castle area, and you got the massive dragon in the back. Just overall, it is a absolutely stunning looking table. And the only problem I really had was hitting the ramps I wanted to hit consistently, and I mean, it took several tries just to get it up there that one time. And once I actually got that dragon to fly, I was hoping that, sending the ball up that center ramp would definitely do something, but definitely struggled with actually getting that to happen. But the challenge itself is when you actually get up there, is if you can defeat all of the enemies that are there and keep the ball up there, then you will complete the challenge, and I would assume earn yourself a ton of points. But the overall experience on the table, definitely, I was not as good as I wanted to be, but the table itself was definitely a great playing experience. Had a lot of fun with it. Just wasn't as good as I would have hoped to play, or rather to be on the table, but had a great time anyway, and basically became my life's goal, at least while I'm playing this table anyway, to hit that center ramp again and get another chance to take out those guys and see what I'm actually capable of doing total points wise. But overall, it was a lot of fun playing on this table, and seeing the familiar characters and locales definitely was good. The last table in this episode is the Rome table. Now, this one is another one that has been around for multiple iterations of the game, or the franchise rather. And the table itself is one that I remember I used to be decent at as far as points, but could never really get too far as the missions go. Consistently in the past, I remember using those aqueduct ramps consistently to score most of my points and just basically alternating between the two. But for whatever reason, whenever I tried to hit them this time, was not able to do it. Of course, it has been years now. That center hole that I just put the ball in and had it launch is the bane of my existence on this table for sure. Now, the table as a whole, as far as most gameplay, is a little on the boring side. There's not a lot really going on the table, but appearance-wise, it is a gorgeous table. It pulls in a lot of the Roman elements and history and stuff like that, and allows you to relive some of the different types of war that they went on. Now, I've never gotten far enough on this table to see if there's any actual storyline that relates to any actual historical events or cinematic type events based in Rome, but the table itself is a great looking table. It's just, unfortunately, it just feels like there's not a lot to do, and a lot of things that tend to send the ball off the table, and unfortunately, I just found the table a little on the boring side.
Kickback activated.
But that's it for this episode, and we will be back ideally tomorrow with the remaining 2 tables from this pack.